There is a well-known tale by Leo Tolstoy titled The Three Hermits. Let's start the story. It is said that in ancient Russia, three mystics rose to great fame. Those three mystics gained such popularity that the local chief priest started to feel envious of them because gradually people stopped coming to the church. The church's congregation has entirely vanished. Now everyone has started to visit those three mystics. The head priest wondered, who are these three men who have become saints while I am here? Because there is a custom in Christianity that unless the church recognizes a person, he cannot become a saint. The priest began to become increasingly concerned as the church standing with public started to decline daily. But one day, it eventually hit its limit. Throughout the entire day, the priest remained seated in the church, but nobody entered. The priest's anger knew no bounds. He made the decision that he would not spare those three mystics today. I'm going to teach all three of them a lesson today, he thought to himself. He dressed up in his entire priestly disguise, a gold crown, a gold stick having the chief priest's insignia on it, and made his way to greet them. Those three mystics resided across a big lake. The priest reached across the lake in a boat. After walking a little further, he noticed three simple men sitting beneath a big tree. All three of them were sitting silently under the tree with crossed legs. The priest approached them and said, "Are all three of you the same famous saints because of whom people have stopped coming to my church?" "Saint?" exclaimed the three of them. "Oh no, please, for what are we saints? We do not deserve to be saints. People here keep saying that we are saints. We don't know who started this false rumor, after hearing which group of people frequent this place. Every day we tell them not to come here, but the more we refuse, the more the crowd is increasing day by day. We are troubled by this crowd. This crowd worries us. We want to live in solitude. It's excellent that you have arrived now. We need your help to escape this crowd." Hearing this made the priest happy. He began to feel that these are extremely naive folks. "I'm going to trouble them a lot and go after teaching them a lesson today," he thought to himself. "But what do you three do?" inquired the priest. "Nothing," they exclaimed. "We just sit under the tree and continue to pray to God." The priest questioned further, "Where is the Bible?" They all three bent their heads. "What happened?" the priest inquired. They said, "What to tell you now? All three of us are illiterate. We can't read. What will we do even after keeping the Bible?" Hearing this, the priest's happiness increased even more. He thought that they are illiterate, yet they have fooled so many people. I will destroy them and humiliate them in front of the whole city. "Then how do you people pray? Have you remembered the prayer?" the priest asked in follow-up. Hearing this, they all three bent their heads once more. "What happened now?" inquired the priest. "Why are you lowering your heads once more?" They said, "What to say? It is a great shame for us to tell you that we do not even know the prayer." The priest exclaimed, startled, "What? Don't you even know the prayer?" The three of them shook their heads in no. "Then how do the three of you pray?" the priest asked. They answered, "The prayer of your church is very long and wide. We uneducated villagers couldn't recall it, and then there is no point in reading it wrong. Thus, after much thought and a lot of calculations, we have composed a prayer of our own." When the priest heard this, he exclaimed, "Have you made up your own prayer?" Prayer is universal. It is written in the scriptures. It is thousands of years old. God himself taught the prayer to Jesus. But you people made up your own prayer? They replied, We have made a big mistake. Please forgive us. We are uneducated, poor people. We don't know anything. We shall now pray the prayer that you will teach us. From now on, we will pray exactly the same. We fall at your feet. We have made a big mistake. Please forgive us and teach us your new prayer. But curiosity arose in the mind of the priest. Let's see what prayer they have made. He thought to himself and said, First, just tell me your prayer. They said, No, sir, the prayer of illiterate people like us has no meaning. Please don't embarrass us anymore. Kindly teach us your prayer. However, the priest did not agree. So after repeated requests from the priest, they finally agreed to say their prayer. We thought a lot, but we did not understand any prayer, they stated. And then we remembered that there are 3 different forms of God in Christianity. Thus, we made our prayer on this. We know you will laugh at us if you hear our prayer. Following this, they became silent. Oh, tell me, I will not laugh, exclaimed the priest. They said, God has 3 forms. We therefore made our prayer like this. You are 3, we are also 3. Have mercy on us. Hearing this, even the serious priest started laughing. He said, I have heard many prayers in my life, but never heard any prayer like this. These 3 are really foolish, he began to think. Today I will make them aware of their level. These 3 will have to come to the church to me. Please teach us your prayer and we will do the same starting today. The 3 of them said. The priest began to teach them the prayer of the church. They said once more. The priest recited again. They again said once more. The priest recited it for the 3rd time. And they again said once more, lest we forget. Once more the priest recited the prayer. Please say one last time, they pleaded. Don't panic, the priest said. Attend church occasionally as well. Your life will gradually get better and you will pick up this prayer as well. They said, Sir, as you order. The priest burst into a grin. You guys don't be afraid. Come to church. I promise to forgive you and make people forgive you too. Thank you very much, sir. You are a truly wonderful person, they exclaimed. The priest believed that the mess is over. I have put these fools on the line. He began to make his way back through his boat. The boat had just reached the middle of the lake when the sound of some people shouting came from behind. Both the priest and the boatman looked back. Their eyes were left wide open. The 3 of them were running on the water of the lake calling for the priest. All 3 of them were running on the water as if someone was running on the ground. When the priest saw this, the gold stake dropped from his hand onto the boat. This miracle was only shown by Jesus till today. The 3 of them hurried over to the side of the boat, knelt down, and one of them requested the priest, Please repeat that prayer one more time. We are forgetting it. He says it begins with this. He claims it starts with this. And I say it starts like this. An argument has started between all 3 of us. Thus, kindly tell us your prayer once again. The priest bent down and grabbed their feet and started saying, Forget everything that I have told you thus far. Your prayer won and mine lost. Your prayer is the best. It is the best because it has been heard by the God. And the truth is that from now on, I will also pray the same as you. It is my fault that I misunderstood your prayer, whereas the lack was in my faith. My faith was weak and weak was my prayer. So you guys please forgive me, it would be a big favor. Those 3 mystics persisted in asking him to repeat his prayer, but the priest quietly bowed his head and left. In this short story, The Three Hermits, Leo Tolstoy illustrates how faith in God does not derive from the complexity of one's prayer or doctrine, but rather from the simplicity and humbleness in one's heart to be genuinely faithful and all-serving to Him. It is not required that the prayer we say have to be taken from the scriptures, or they must be very ancient or should be recognized by millions of people. If our prayer is true and if it is done from a sincere heart, then it will definitely be heard by God, even if it is a simple prayer of just 2 words. From the story, we learn that no matter what we do not do it to show off, do it from the heart. Whenever we do any work, our whole soul should be immersed in that work. We should have complete dedication towards that work. If we accomplish every work with such engrossment, then our success in every task is certain, like it happened with these 3 mystics. They have offered their prayers with such devotion that they did not pray, their soul did. And then their prayer became so true that even God could not help but listen to their prayers. That concludes the video for today. I hope you found the story inspiring as well as interesting. Please leave a comment with your thoughts. Give it a thumbs up and as many shares as possible. Thanks for watching.